Oh, hello everybody. Welcome back to another YouTube video. And today, I am going to be rating every single Gorrila Tag map in the game. So, yeah. Also, disclaimer, these will be rated on my personal beliefs. So, do not take this video seriously. So, let's just head on with the first map. Ugh. Oh, alright everybody. So, the first map I will be rating is Forest. So, I will be rating this map a solid 9 out of 10. It's not perfect, mostly because of all the sweats that play this game 24/7, not including me. Um, it's also like, it is a good map though. It's an OG, it has good branching. This is like the main map that you play in, so it has to have a good rating. So that's just it for Forest. And I think I know what the next map is going to be. So let's head on to it. Alrighty. So the next map I shall be rating is Caves, the OG one. So I shall be rating this map a solid 7 out of 10 because it is very easy to hide in with the mines. You just hide in the corner in there. As soon as somebody sees you, you just run and like yeah, it's very easy to camp, I should say. Not hide, but camp. Also, these crystals are very fun to run around in, so that definitely boosts up the score. But let's just head on to the next map. Oh, okay. So the next map I shall be rating is the Canyons map. I'm just gonna say, my friend Deep6, been in a couple of my videos, he would rate this map 11 out of 10, even though it's not even possible. But I would give this map a solid 7 out of 10. Alright, this is the first map to introduce ropes to the game, so definitely boosts up the score. And it's also very fun, but it is one of the only maps, I think one of the only maps that you can actually escape the map. Like, it's been really consistent being able to escape the map, so it's kind of not fun when people do that. But other than that, it's a very solid map, and let's just head on to the next map. Alrighty, so for the next map, it's going to be the city. So obviously this is the revamped version, but the OG version was still fine. We had the little shack over there. We had like the area behind the camera was all like changed up and all. But yeah, this is the gateway to multiple different maps. It's the shop. So I think this map deserves a solid 10 out of 10. The first 10 out of 10 in this video. It's just the hub for like 20 billion maps in this game. And it's gonna be the hub for even more maps in the future. So let's head on to the next map. Oh, hello. So the next map we shall be rating is the mountains map. So in this map, first map, I'm pretty sure to introduce like the slides or the ice or any of that stuff. So I will be giving this map, honestly, not one of my favorite maps, so I'll be giving this a 5 out of 10. I'm not very good at ice, so obviously my rating isn't going to be that high. So yeah, basically all I know about this map. But it's a really cool map, and it has one of the longest lasting trends, being the secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Yeah, one of those, that trend, yeah. So, set on to the next map, I guess. Yee! Oh, alright. So, the next map, as you can tell, is Clouds, or Sky Jungle. I don't know. Gorrila Tag can't make up its mind with the name of the map. But, obviously, this one is the revamped version, but the first version is very fun. So, wish they, like, brought it back, like Caves did when they got the revamped version. They also added the OG version with it. I mean, late in a later update, but you know what I mean. So yeah, the OG version, very fun, had that nice obstacle course, and they obviously just made it a lot bigger. They added the gliders, they added these wind tunnels. I think this map is a solid 6 out of 10. It is one of the most hated maps because of all the little kids, apparently. I do like this map. It's just not the most fun, like tagging people, playing Infection. It is really cool though. Plus, it inspired a lot of great maps inside Virtual Stump, which I will be rating later. So, gotta go! Oh, hey, so the next map we shall be rating is the basement map. So, this map is pretty cool. When did they add it? Okay. Here, 1 second. Okay. When did they add that? Like, oh, you just go through it, bruh. But obviously, I'm pretty sure this is the first map to incorporate the tiny mode into it. You can change sizes. This is like the first map to incorporate that. It's had some great updates. Don't know why that's there. I mean, Pride update, but like still. Yeah. This is really fun though. If you haven't tried out Basement yet, for some strange reason, you gotta try it out. This map is definitely an 8 out of 10. I used to like main this map. Like every time I would get on, I would play this map. That's just how fun it was. Before they added 4 of these Moai creature things. Like they had 2, but then they added 2 more. It like literally is like impossible to make it through without getting touched once. Hold up. Ha! And now, finally, my favorite map of all time. Beach! So obviously, I'm just gonna say it out loud. And first, 10 out of 10. If I could, I would give it 11 out of 10. But 10 out of 10 will have to be. First of all, as you saw me going there, water running, very fun. The one thing I don't like about Beach is how the developers got rid of a glitch that was literally like my favorite glitch ever. You see that? You see that rope over there? Yeah. You remember that rope glitch? Said you flying? They got rid of it. I'm so mad. I'm gonna go stab them now. Ah! Ah! Oh. Hey. So the next map I shall be rating is the Metropolis map. So, when this came out actually, I used to main this map. Until I got bored of it and went back to Beach. And it's only because of the water. Nobody else knew how the water run back then. I was like really good at water running. Forever. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna rate this map a solid 9 out of 10. It's great for, like, doing the walls and stuff. Good for water running. It's like, yeah, like you can hide really easily under like the docks. Or like in between buildings. But it's also one of the favorite maps for people to make movies in. Because it's like the good city map. Instead of it be like city over there where not many buildings, this one has a bunch of buildings. Because this one, I would say, is the main city map. Because it's in city. And it's Metropolis. Yeah, I should just shut up now. I should just shut up. Alright, next map, Arcade. I'm gonna say this just first of all, I think this is the most hyped up map in the entire game. I mean, when this thing came out, all we had was those whack-a-mole machines. We had these, we didn't know what these other arcade machines did. And it was so hype when they came out. I mean, Beetle Bounce. Nobody was excited for that. But the virtual stump was the most sick thing ever. And this is when they first came out. So automatically, I'm rating this one an 8 out of 10. But there are some unsolved mysteries in this map. Like, why is the freezer locked, or the fridge, or whatever? Like, why are they locked? How can we get them unlocked? And what is inside of them? That's the question. But that's basically it for this map. And yep, head on to the next map. Oh, hey. Alright, so the next map is honestly, I think, the most forgetful map in the entire game. Bayou. Bayou, I don't know how to pronounce it. My friend calls it Bayou. I call it Bayou. I don't know. Comment down below how you're supposed to pronounce it. But I'm pretty sure this is the most forgetful map in the entire game. Like, who remembers this map? The last time I entered this map was literally yesterday when I did episode 5 of my daily Monkey Biz series, which you should check it out. Yeah, so that was the literal only time I went into this map, and I was having to play Guardian. I was playing Public Guardian for the quest, and literally I was the only person in the lobby. Like, I wasn't in competitive, I wasn't in minigame queue, I was in casual queue, or whatever the heck, the first one, okay? It's crazy. There's literally nobody who plays this map. Honestly, if they deleted it, I wouldn't notice. But anyways, the rating, I think this might have the lowest rating, 2 out of 10. I'm gonna give this a 1 because it is kind of fun when you have people to play with. Plus, like, you have to do some quests for this map. At least other maps you can't even do quests with them. So yeah, next map, I guess. Oh, okay. I have something to tell you guys. So you might be asking, why are you in this map? This isn't even its own map or whatever. I went on the wiki, the Gorrila Tag wiki, about which maps came in order. So after Bayou, it says that it's his own map, the Ultrium, or whatever. I'll put it up here. Ultrium. It's just a connecting map. It doesn't have its own lobby. It doesn't have its own computer. It has its own wardrobe, at least. But it's just a connecting map. From Monkey Blocks to City, and the new map, which I will be rating later. So stay tuned. I guess I mean, if I ever play Monkey Blocks, like, I do play Monkey Blocks Freeze Tag quite a bit. And this is usually the map I come to, because it's in its own lobby, so I can come in here, and just because of that, 7 out of 10. Next map. Okay, guys, now this map right here, Monkey Blocks, this is one of the best maps in the entire game. Creativity is what Gorrila Tag was going for, and creativity is what they got. This map used to be the attic map in between Stump, City, and Clouds. There used to be a different map for this. And that was just like a prototype. It's never coming back, even though if you look through the boards, it says they packed up and they might be back later. Holy voice crack. But anyways, this is the definition of creativity in Gorrila Tag. You want to build something? Come in here. You can literally build board games in here. I've done it once with my friends. Like, obviously, 10 out of 10. I don't know what to say. They even updated it with this, the share thing. Share my blocks. Like, bro, you can. This map is just so cool. It deserves a 10 out of 10. I don't know what else to say. I guess on to the next map. Alright, So, you guys might be asking, wait, if you're going in order, why is the revamp of the caves all the way down here in the list? After Monkey Blocks, even though it released before? Well, apparently, the wiki put the caves map, which I was gonna do OG caves because that one came out first. They put that one as mines, and they put it all the way down here, which I'm just gonna be doing the revamp caves now. So, revamp caves. I never come down here. Dude, did you even know that there was a flooding down here? Because I didn't know. That's where Mark the Shark was introduced. I thought he was first added in the beach when he came to beach. Dude, I forgot about this map so many times. It's, like, crazy. Anyways, the rating, 6 out of 10. On to the next map. Okay, guys, so the next map I'm going to be rating is the arena map, or, as Gorrila Tag calls it, Magmarina. So, where I'm from, this game is called Flickerball, and they just added in Gorrila Tag, and then they never patched any of the glitches. Like, you're not supposed to be like this. You're supposed to be, like, either a red or blue. It might be blue, but you're supposed to be, like, a dark blue. You can literally glitch in and not even be on a team. Like, Gorrila Tag, fix your game. But anyways, the rating, I'm gonna say 1 out of 10. Honestly, personal history, if I ever play Flickerball, I never get past the ball because I'm just not one of those guys who would even think to pass the ball to. And in this game, yeah, I get past, but like there's a bunch of just sweats in here who just like go throw the ball up, cat, throw the ball up, and cat, like never let anybody else play. There's also so many glitches, bro, that make the game unplayable. Like the ball gets shot out and go woo. Anybody who catches it, boom, the other team just gets a score. Like, what are you supposed to do? When it happens against you, it just sucks to play with. You just want to leave. But it's also like you're hoping that it just gets fixed, even though it doesn't. So, I guess next map. Hey, alright, now, the next map I shall be rating is the Hover Park. This map has actually gone some updates, unlike Magmarina. So, first of all, the hover pads right here, the boards, these used to spawn on your back and you would be able to grab from them. Now, you have to grab from these board stands that you would find around the map. And there used to be a lot of glitches, like that send you absolutely flying. So obviously they patched those, but not the glitches in Magmarina. No. But I'm just cringe and stuff. But I also wanna, so I'm gonna rate this part of the map, this first part. I'm gonna rate this part a 5 out of 10. It's not that exciting. You just come here to practice your skills. But there is a second part, so I might as well rate that one as well too. So let's head on over. Alright, boys. Alrighty. So this I will be calling the hover racing part of the map. And this is actually my favorite part of this map. So basically, you have three different race tracks, and you can race other players because they're racetracks, but you can also customize them by choosing how many laps you want to do. 1 lap, 3 laps, or 5 laps. And 5 laps takes a long time, so yeah. But there's also giant boards everywhere that shows your best time in the lobby. Dude, you can show off so easily with this. Obviously, I'm going to be rating this one higher. 9 out of 10. Next map. Alright, T. So, the next map I shall be rating is the Critters map. So, basically, this map is like Pokemon, where you capture capsules, Pokeballs, and you catch these critters and put them in your collection. You can't really use them for anything, not that I know of, but they're really fun to just like catch, try and get all of them. Plus, there's 3 different areas. We have the plains, we have the desert, and we have the mountain. So, yeah, rating, nice 7 out of 10, I would say. Just because this map isn't that much fun, especially in public lobbies when like all the critters are loaded. God, it gets laggy. So you basically can only do this in private lobbies. But if you have a friend, it's very fun. I would recommend. Next map. Whee! Huh. Okay. So there might be 2 questions you're asking right now. First of all, why are you back in the auditor? I'm just gonna call it the mall. Why are you back in the mall map? And the second question may be, wait, wasn't that the last map that they added? What other map is there? Well, to answer the first question, I'm gonna have to answer the second question. And that is actually, there is a new map coming out. So, that answers the first question, but the second question is still stands. This map isn't even released. You can't rate it if it's not released. Well, actually, I'm gonna prove you wrong, and I'm just gonna rate it anyways. It looks like a cool map. It says do not go into the back rooms. Hold up. Back rooms? Oh, there's a no sign. Okay, you don't go in there. Okay. But anyways, this does seem like a really cool map. It does look like the Bayou Mansion has that same style, which I don't really like. So I am gonna have to rate this a nice 5 out of 10. But I might change my rating later when the map actually comes out. So I'm actually going to pass my camera along to my outro self. Sorry, I had to yawn there. Alright, bye! Okay. Thank you, Video Jaden, but I'm gonna have to take over with this one. So, this is the outro of the video. So, I'm gonna have to ask you guys to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss another upload. And it's also probably took me a long time to edit. So, please subscribe. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not a beggar, so I won't be choosing. Wait. Alright, so anyways, I am gonna be setting a like goal for a new video that I might come out with. So 20 likes, and I'll rate every single virtual stump map. God, I'm gonna regret that. No, don't like the video. This is the one time I don't want you guys to like the video. Do not like the video. Wait, I gotta go. Bye.